I am resident of Color for YouTube. Jules Sings. That is my buddy Patrick McCray. That is my buddy Alan Gallant. We are here to review The Iron Giant, directed by Bird, screenplay by Tim McCandless and Brad Bird, story by Brad Bird, based on The Iron Giant by Ted Hughes, produced by Allison Abbott and Des Mc, McAdniff. Cinematographer is Stephen Wisbach. Music by Michael Kamen. Great pick.
Michael Kamen,
Budget Michael Kamen.
who? It came in who?
Michael Kamen.
It doesn't say. It's a mystery.
That's who your music. That's who your music is by. Really, really, really good. He did the score for the Dead Zone movie. Budget is $48 to $50 million. Box office $31.7 million. Again, at the time, Warner Brothers wasn't known for shelling out animated movies. At least not the way Disney was. So there is that. Guys, when did you first see The Iron Giant, Patrick?
The whole thing all the way through?
Yeah.
Today.
There you go. Alan, when did you first see it?
How about that? I'm back. I probably saw this a year or two. I can't remember exactly when. It came out in '99. It was in the early 2000s when I finally saw it.
Another movie of 1999.
Yes.
Hollywood's greatest year.
Yeah, it was. You made that argument before, and I kind of agree with you on that. There's a lot of great movies in 1999.
Yeah. I saw this in 1999 when it came out.
Cool.
Right around when it came out, actually, because it came out August 6th, 1999. I think I saw it on the 8th. I was a big fan of a TV series called The Big O. It was about a big giant robot. Not that this had anything to do with that, but I went to go see this at the drive-in. Really, really fun. Really, really fun. I forget what it was playing with, but still, sort of ET-ish, if you will. A bit with the plot. I didn't mind it. Just a
Only
little
much
bit.
bigger. Yeah,
a lot bigger. You have instead of like a family, you have a mom and a child, a single mother raising a son. In this movie,
Jennifer Aniston is the mom.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Jennifer Aniston is the mother.
And she is suitably concerned and irritating from the child's point of view, because he's hyperactive, what they used to call hyperactive, ADHD. He's very, very much like that. He just goes and has that wonderful energy of that kind of child. It's I really liked this movie when I first saw it. It affected me. Still does in a couple places. I've seen it 4 or 5 times now, and from the kid's point of view, it's like it's an adventure, and the mystery of the Iron Giant is part of that adventure. I mean, and most of the movie embodies that. It's you get to the end, you've got shades of the Red Scare and all this McCarthyistic stuff going on, and at the end of it, it all coalesces into that. So there was a scene that was supposed to be in this movie that they decided to cut, and it was after the Iron Giant and the boy are talking about soul never dies. He's supposed to have, he goes to sleep. The Iron Giant goes to sleep. And in his cybernetic brain, he has a nightmare. And in the nightmare, you see visions of him destroying a planet. He's a weapon. And they decided that's a little too upsetting. We kind of imply that anyway, that he's some kind of intergalactic weapon that's decided not to be a weapon anymore.
I would say, yeah, they imply it enough in the movie.
They
They didn't need the
they do.
dream.
They were afraid it would scare kids.
Yeah,
I think,
that's good.
to have this
Otherwise, Disney
apocalypse.
was worried about that.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
Disney was not worried about that.
yeah. But they did. They also wanted to keep him as. I think they wanted to keep him as sympathetic as possible and not have him engaged in a total apocalypse.
Yeah.
So I think that was probably a wise move.
See, a bit, Lilo and Stitch kind of copies this concept a bit, just not with a robot, with an alien.
Right, because Stitch is also an alien. So
An alien, yeah. Uh, now they didn't have no nightmare or nothing,
no,
but I mean they imply it a lot heavier in that film than they do in this. I mean they apply it enough in this movie that you get the concept this machine can destroy. I mean,
yes,
you see the size of him. Vin Diesel does a good job voicing the machine. Really, really good job. So he had,
Do you? I'm
good.
sorry. No, 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 no. You keep going.
He had played a character called Riddick, who was really popular
mm-hmm.
at the time. Still
He's
is.
intergalactic warrior,
Intergalactic War. Yep.
and had like been a slave or something at one point in his life, and all this other stuff that had happened to him. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this movie is really, really good. I mean, from start to finish, the boy is very lovable. Um, which in any animated movie, that's the thing. You need a really good, strong protagonist on both fronts sometimes, and this movie has that. This movie has
yeah.
everything you want in a sense. In a movie, you can show your kids and have it be understandable to them too.
Also, I have to say this from personal experience. Every kid who's like 12 years old wants to have some rebellious older guy like the beatnik character in this one as a
Oh yeah.
mentor.
There's a lot of wish fulfillment going on in this.
Yes, it is, and Harry Connick Jr. does a great job with that role too. He's really good, and of course, he ends up getting together with Mom, so it's kind of cool. But he's an artist, but he's also like a total beatnik. This is in 1957. So,
Yeah.
this is the era of on the road and all of that sort of thing. We're just on the cusp of the 60s, and it's all, the Beat Generation and all that sort of thing going on. And plus, the All American Town and the Red Scare and communists and this, that, and the other thing. And Chris McDonald playing another one of those Smiling Jack characters. He's really good in this one. You really hate his guts, but he's really good. And Emmett Walsh is thrown in there as one of the old dudes. I saw that, blah blah, and all that sort of thing. So it's kind of fun. Cloris Leachman, also John Mahoney.
Yeah, I was about to ask if John Mahoney.
Yeah, that's John Mahoney is the general. He's actually sort of weirdly he's sort of the moral center of the other side of the equation because he's like, what are you doing? What are you supposed to drop a bomb on ourselves here? Because it's interesting. It's interesting the sort of moral parallels and collisions that they do in this movie. And they build it up really well too, because the Iron Giant isn't just the fact that he's not biomaterial doesn't make him any less human, and it makes him more human than some of the characters in this whole thing.
Yeah. So your development for this, the origins of the film lie in the novel The Iron Man of 1968 by poet Ted Hughes, who wrote it for his children to comfort them in the wake of their mother, Sylvia Plath's suicide in the 1980s. A rock musician, Pete Townsend, chose to adapt the book for a concept album. It was released as The Iron Man, a musical in 1989. In 1991, Richard Basley, who later became the film's lead animator, pitched a version of the Iron Man to Don Bluth while working at Blue Studio in Ireland. He created the story outline and the character designs, but Blue passed on the project after a stage musical was mounted in London. Des McNeff, who had adapted Tommy for the stage with Townsend, believed that the Iron Man could translate to the big screen, and project was ultimately acquired by Warner Brothers Pictures. During development of the project in late 1996, the studio saw it was the perfect vehicle for Brad Bird, who was working on Ray Gun for the Turner Future Animation. Turner Broadcasting had recently merged with Warner Brothers' parent company, Time Warner. This is what killed fucking WCW. And Bird was allowed to transfer to the Warner Brothers Animation Studio, actually the AOL merger too, to direct The Iron Giant. After reading Hughes' novel, Bird was impressed with the mythology of the story. He was given unusual amount of creative control by the studio, which allowed him to set the film in America and create the characters Dean and Kent, who were not present in the book. In a later interview, Bird explained his desire to set the film in 1950s America. Very, very nice. Very, very nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. The main setting looks Norman Rockwell idealistic on the outside, but
which is why the town is Rockwell. That's why it's called Rockwell.
I see what they did.
Yeah.
But everything is just about to boil over. Everyone was scared of the bomb, the Russians, Sputnik.
Yeah.
So there you go.
That's the opening sequence, as you see Sputnik going around the Earth. So
you do.
It was a freak out. My parents told me about it. When I was a little kid, my oldest brother remembers it because he was 7 when it happened. It was a freak out. They said, "Oh, my God, they're gonna put a bomb up there." It was the first thing everybody thought about. Then later on, it was like, "Oh, wait a minute, we have to win the space race."
They can't make a fuse that long.
Yeah, geez. Seriously, waka waka. The Wile E. Coyote on Sputnik with a fuse bomb.
Is that the one that had the dead dog in it?
No. That was Leica, but that was a later aircraft, spacecraft. Leica's another sad story because Leica, the scientists that worked with Leica to train her to be in the small spaces and all that sort of thing, so she wouldn't panic, didn't know that she wasn't coming back. They hadn't planned on bringing her back. Now, future missions, they did bring them back, but
they brought her back?
No, they didn't bring her back, but other animals they did.
Just get a dead dog.
Yeah.
Back from proper Soviet. Yeah. She will be beside Stalin.
Yes. She is state hero. But she is dead, comrade.
You think maybe there's a chance she will come back to life and come back to Earth as like a dog V'ger figure?
A zombified dog V'ger.
Playing fetch, and we don't understand the language.
I am Leica.
Picture thing on Leica's.
I am not happy with Earth. Yes.
Frank Welker does the vocals for the squirrel that Hogarth wanted to keep as a pet. By the way, he also does the voice for Totoro in My Neighbor Totoro.
That's right. That's right.
Gloris Leachman also has been in a ton of Studio Ghibli movies, including one of my favorites, Castle in the Sky. She voices the female pirate in the movie. So she's done some voiceover work too. A lot of these have. Harry Connick Jr. is no surprise. He's really, really good in this. Jennifer Aniston, man, because again, she's still doing Friends at this time, I think. But
I thought it was largely Brad Pitt.
That's right. She wasn't doing all the Friends.
Yeah, that's right. Did you ever see her first movie called Leprechaun?
Oh God.
See that? Warwick Davis, huh? Oh my God.
Why do they always keep the set so cold whenever Jennifer Aniston appears?
Oh yes.
That's always so cold.
45 degrees.
Yeah, why not, right? Why not? Oh my God. So Tim McCandless was hired to write the script, which displeased Bird somewhat as he wanted to see it himself, write it himself.
He wanted
Uh,
to kill the Iron Giant
Bird changed his mind
completely,
after reading McCandless, then unproduced screenplay from Secondhand Lions in
which is
Bird's
another
original.
film.
Oh,
I
that was a
like that
great
movie.
movie.
I love
Yeah.
that movie.
I think we've talked about Secondhand Lions.
Maybe you guys have. I don't remember.
Oh, I love that movie.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
We did
it's
not.
great.
We did not. I assure you.
We
Uh,
haven't? Oh, have you
nope.
seen it,
We
Joel?
should. We
Yeah,
should
I've
do.
seen
We
it.
should do.
Oh, God, Secondhand Lions is great.
Yeah.
I've seen it, man. Um, her original story treatment: America and the USSR were at war at the end, with the giant dying. Oh,
That's
that went
Bird's
over.
script.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Brad Scripps. McCandless decided to have a brief scene displaying his survival, stating, "You can't kill ET," which is that's right. That's fucking right.
Which they brilliantly foreshadow at the beginning of the film when he loses a few parts and has them automatically come back to him. So
Yeah, yeah. They I think that's the thing with there's a real big difference between American animation storytelling and Japanese storytelling. When you watch like manga, sorry,
yes,
manga or Studio
manga
Ghibli.
maga.
Listen, it's close. When you watch manga or Studio Ghibli,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna get your gut punched and your face punched at the same time. They do not give a shit about your
No,
sensibility. About your sensibility.
no.
God, I've never seen one of these in a theater. I'm not going now if they do that to me.
That's part
Or
of the
that's too
censor. That's
much.
But
part of the
that's the
censor
thing.
round experience.
I would say that's the
But
difference. That when you're watching an American made animated movie,
Oh,
like you're gonna get like a more kid friendly movie with a
yeah.
movie that's from Japan. Not, I'm not saying it isn't going to be kid friendly, but it's going to be a bit darker than what you're used to.
It's not the lighthearted American fare like Watership Down.
yeah,
There you go.
That's for you, Culver.
Oh my god. Oh my god, you went there. Watership Down is a dark movie. That's for
yes,
sure.
it is.
Oh my God.
That's another movie I love, though.
It is. It's a great
You
movie.
should not be allowed to watch that movie before the age of about 13, though. I mean,
Oh, I saw it when it came out. What year did it come out? 79?
yes, we're
I
about
saw
8
it at
years
age
old.
8.
It,
So I
it,
should not have watched the movie at 10,
it,
is what
it,
you're
it,
saying.
it imprints on you something fierce, even when you're older. I mean, I saw it as an adult, so and it still got me.
You know, you mentioned that thing with E.T. And considering they were the
Mhm.
same summer, wouldn't it be great is as the ship is ascending and the door is closing, from out of nowhere, R.J. McCready comes rolling in, barrel roll, comes in, throws a stick of dynamite into the ship and says, fuck you too. At the end of the thing, and it blows up. We have no idea what E.T.'s other adventures have been.
No,
He's
no.
the thing.
And then
Everybody's horrified.
and then stepping out of the woods, smoking a pipe, Eric von Daniken, scribbling notes.
That's genius, that guy. Yeah, finally we have someone around here who knows what he's talking about.
Oh my god.
God.
Oh my god.
He's right up there with those. Who are those creeps in the Insidious or in the not the Insidious movies? I love those. The other things. The when Patrick Wilson and his stupid sideburns.
Oh, and oh,
That couple, Ed and Lorraine Warren, those
yeah, Lorraine Warren.
I
Yeah.
really do. No, I don't. I hate their work.
Yeah, everybody does. Get in line, man.
Happily.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
apparently a few producers didn't hate the work. Just it got made.
Did you see? I don't know if it's still on YouTube. Did you see that thing where somebody put a video of when Lorraine Warren found out how much studios would pay for her work, and she's like dancing on stage? That's funny. That's some funny shit. Which I believe it. It's like they were
As long as the
frauds.
check clears, it's really funny shit.
Yeah.
Watch that one thing on Netflix about that track runner. Ed and Lorraine Warren came to his college, and he went up to them, and Lorraine Warren would not shake his hand because I guess he was being haunted by a ghost. And they just like dismissed him, like, "Go on, son." I'm thinking you could help this kid.
I think they
Yeah,
come out of the men's room and they did not. They heard a flush, but they didn't hear the sink.
that's right.
Like you could have. I mean, he did it. He did beat it. Like he
You got
did.
no stag.
But you know what I mean.
Oh,
Yeah.
not the nachos. No, not the nachos. God.
My favorite scenes in this, not only the beginning because of the ocean view, because it felt like a Godzilla movie when you first go see this a bit with the whole boat. The way the giant just appears, I mean, you could see the eyes glowing. It
Yeah.
looked like the
It's
lighthouse
wonderful.
at first. Really
Mhm.
cool. I love Vin Diesel's voice work in this. Really does not get enough credit for voicing the giant. Really, really good. What's some of you guys' favorite scenes you got to?
Well, I mean, when he goes, when he thoroughly weaponizes, is an awesome scene. Literally, I'm just like,
Right.
oh my God.
You kind of want him to be able to completely wipe out the jackasses and leave everybody else alone. It's just like, and he sort of does. I mean, at least partially. But yeah, it's interesting because you're seeing what he was created for,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to what he became or what he was becoming.
Yeah.
So that's really cool that they did that. And I also thought it was great, that he, because of his relationship with the kid, sacrificed. He sacrificed himself. He didn't know he was going to be able to get back together again. It's a nuclear
Mm-hmm.
bomb, for God's sakes.
You
You know,
thought the Beatles. That's it.
yeah, it's just like the Beatles. You never know if they're going to get back. Well, now, of course, they can't. But
Yeah.
for the first 10 years, they talked about it numerous times, and
God,
they
God
even
has taken them
entertained
in
it
the,
themselves.
God has taken them in the wrong order. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
That joke, the Saturday Night Live joke, where Harrison was on that episode. Um, Lennon and McCartney happened to be together in town. They were, I think they were at Dakota, and they toyed with the idea of going down to the studio and grabbing the check just for a joke.
I have a question about Paul McCartney because I was listening to a podcast. Um, was there like supposedly like people thought Paul McCartney died?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, the whole Paul is dead thing.
he did have an accident in 1966, a scooter accident where he
Uh,
chipped his tooth, and you can see it in one of their. I want to say it's in Hey Bulldog. You can see the tooth is cracked. It's chipped off. Eventually, he got it fixed, but for a while, because of the scarring on his upper lip that it took a while to heal, that's when he got his mustache, and he wore that through '67 and so on. But that was started by an American DJ who was just like, he was doing a silly thought experiment basically, and it caught on, and so he kind of
um,
went with it. And obviously, at one point, Mike McGear, who is McCartney's brother, came on one of the talk shows because they were all serious about it, and he says, "Forget this shit. I just talked to him like yesterday."
The
But
only Paul who's dead around here is Paul Stoddard.
yeah, and it still persists to this day. They talk about, um, among the conspiracy theorists, the fake Paul is called Fall. It was
okay.
supposed to be some guy. They've actually come up with this name of this guy, who had plastic surgery, and the surgeon was named Billy Shears, so that's why it's in the song and all this stuff. They just went completely nuts with it. Real early crazy conspiracy theory stuff. But they had fun with it actually for a while until it got tiresome. But they had fun with it. Like, they never said anything about I Bury Paul. It wasn't I Bury Paul at the end of Strawberry Fields. It was cranberry sauce, because it was distorted the way they distorted voices in a lot of their songs. But they didn't say a word. No, it's okay. Go ahead, have fun with that for a while.
I married Joan.
Yeah.
Jim Backus, the weirdo.
Jim Backus is dead.
Cheap guy. Cheap guy in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that was that. There are still people that go with that theory that he died in
Wow.
1966.
It's more fun.
Yeah,
It's. I mean, not for.
it is a thought experiment of sorts, just kind of gone wild.
Yeah.
You know, I think the thought experiment part of it is looking at the coincidences and saying, "Oh, look, there's a secret message there," da, 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 and all this sort of thing. In the inside album cover, the gatefold of Sergeant Pepper, McCartney is wearing, his fancy soap outfit. I guess he's got the blue one, and there's a patch on his arm that basically stands for Dead on Arrival in Britain. The letters on it, but it stands for something else too. So, it's a military denotation of some kind.
Well, it appears beside all registered entrees.
Yes, that's right. It actually means California roll.
I can only imagine an English California roll. What on earth? Yeah.
Be terrible.
They got out of
smell bad. Never eat British sushi unless you want to be hospitalized.
That's why they post Big Lots, because they're selling the English sushi.
Okay, so I got to ask, what's you guys' craziest conspiracy?
Well, that's one of the ones I grew up with, so that's pretty crazy.
Just crazy conspiracy or crazy conspiracy we believe?
Yeah.
Whichever one you would have picked.
Well, there's the Warren Commission stuff. I guess you could really go deep into that.
I think the moon not being solid, the moon being hollow, and it being other thing.
Yeah, that's just
weird space station or something.
That's right. It's inhabited by Nazi bimbos.
Well, they take the submarines to get there.
Yes,
David Icke would tell us.
That's right. The yellow submarines.
That guy, dude.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Yeah. What do you scale 1 to 10? What do you guys give the movie?
Love this
movie.
Yeah, it's a great animation film. They filmed it in wide perspective too, because he wanted to film it that way because they filmed a lot of 50s movies like in Panavision and CinemaScope and do all that sort of
anamorphic.
Yep.
Very, very good film.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very good package.
Yep.
Thursday will be on Christine's channel, Patrick. So no movie for us tomorrow, but Friday I have a really fun pick for you guys. It's called Airplane. It's on TV.
All right, good.
All right, excellent. We do that airplane thing on Friday.
Yeah.
It is the first of a series of classic spoof movies, including Airplane 2.
Yes, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh my gosh!
And this is also the beginning of what's his name's career in comedy. Really, it's the real launch of it. Before he did the Frank Drebin stuff.
Yeah,
Leslie Nielsen.
You're talking about Airplane, not Airplane 2.
Yes, Airplane.
Airplane, the first one. It's on Tubi.
Airplane Tubi.
Yeah, Airplane Tubi. Airplane Tubi. Yeah, there you go.
Yes, okay.
There you go. Oh my God. Link to Patrick McCray's Dark Shadows Daybook and Bound is going to be in the description box. Link to Alec Gallant's YouTube channel, Call and Support After Dark, is going to be in the description box. You guys have a safe night and take care.
Thank you, Jewel.
Yep, have a good one, guys.